For anyone who finds this recording, my name is Francis Fabian Factorio. I prefer Frank. This is day 2. I managed to gather some rudimentary resources. I found some water. This is perfect for a power plant. I require water to generate the electricity I need to run the lab. Without the electricity, I can't download the instructions for more complicated recipes. I think here might be a good spot. We have coal, we have copper, and a little bit to the north we have iron. Let's begin. Hopefully it's a little bit quicker this time around. Let me get myself organized here. Wonderful. I still have another 6 to place, so I'll place another 2 here. Luckily we kept a fair amount of fuel. These furnaces should last a long time with that amount. Let's get some fuel mining going. Give it a little kick, just to get it going. Already the iron plates begin to flow. We're going to need them. We need to get some copper mining up and going. After we do that, we'll move on to getting the science lab established again. I seem to be missing a furnace. I think I may have scaled things up a little bit more this time. Perfect. I don't think this is matched. The burner miners and the furnaces generally go at the same speed. I think that might just end up sitting there. Let's get our power plant down. Perfect. Well, maybe the boxes are overkill. I'm getting a little bit ahead myself. Okay. I'd like to start to craft some green circuits, I think. Having them on hand as opposed to a whole bunch of iron and copper will be more handy. Let's place our lab down. Wonderful. It's all powered up. Start making our packs again. Some copper. There we go. Stone wall should finish shortly. Make sure that we've got plenty of fuel. We'll go up and pick some more up as well. All my mining should last for a while, give us a good amount of plates. Stone walls done. I think that steel processing is a good idea. Allow for a more robust set of tools. This first iron pickaxe is nearly busted. Ooh, I have 2 extra science packs. I need to make sure I offload these. We'll need a few inserters. Oh, I better set a limit on this box before it gets carried away. Also, I'll throw my gear wheels in there. I don't really need them in my pocket. I'm gonna need another inserter and another box. I'd like to make as many circuits as I can. I've got 13 minutes left before I need to move. I'll get 2 furnaces ready so that when steel becomes available I can start to smelt it. Actually, possibly only 1 smelter is needed. I think I'm crafting the right intermediate products. Let's get another box set up. We'll just let this one go. Time is of the essence. Let's add another inserter. That should speed up the transfer between the assembly machines. Wonderful. I might just add another burner miner here. I don't think there's really any harm. Increasing the copper production as much as possible is a good idea, I think. I think the choice here is to make some turrets. Automated defenses will be very, very handy. Let's make another assembly machine. Oh, wonderful. Everything continues at a good pace. Our automated research lab is working very, very nicely. Actually, I'm going to unlimit this. I think that what we need to do is transfer as many things into gear wheels as possible. Very shortly we're going to need to make the inserter, which is a combination of electronic circuits, gear wheels and iron plate. Gee whiz, we're going to need a lot of resources. Let's pick up some more fuel. One of the boilers is out. It needs more. Our electricity is steady, and I'd love to put down electric mining drills as opposed to the burners. However, I don't think I can afford the time to run power poles everywhere. I think this will do for our needs for the moment. Turret circle complete. I think that armor crafting 2 is what we require. Upgrade our defenses. Keep all of this topped up as much as possible. I'll throw down this radar station. That should give us an idea of what's around us. Beginning to think our coal supply is not going to hold up to the strain. I'll add another 2 burner miners to it. That should definitely speed it up a little. Perfect. Excellent. Done. Everything seems to be working nice and smoothly. The resources are flowing in gradually. Our copper supply seems to be acceptable. Oh, wow. Still remains a fair bit to go on the armor crafting download. $148 green circuits and 174 gear wheels. That's a good thing. Resource extraction is clearly going to be a problem, I think. Generally the emplacements for large resource extraction are extensive, shall we say. The installations are very, very big in scale. Fortunately, I don't have the time to set up anything that's substantial. What I should do is, oops, maybe I'll relocate that here. This will work better. This should begin to make us transport belt. Wow, that's fast. Unfortunately, I don't have the raw resources to sustain the installation. That's not required. Perfect. We'll continue the mining going. We now have transport belt being automated, along with our electronic circuits and our gear wheels. The research that we want to do next, we need to start to try and balance our resource consumption. Piercing rounds would be extremely helpful. I think that it's time to turn off belt creation. 75 seems like plenty to me. Pick this up and deconstruct it. I've got 3 minutes remaining before I need to find a new location. Let's continue to push. Bootstrap what resources we can into more expensive products before we then move on. I think I'm going to continue moving west. For some strange reason my radar sees further in that direction than to the east. To be honest, I don't think I'm mining and refining the iron quick enough. I'm going to place down another one quickly. Just quickly before we go. At the next stop, I think that refining up some steel will be a good idea. If we have steel, we can have a more advanced version of the stone furnace, namely the steel furnace. This is all moving very, very quickly. Seems that we're on the shore of an inland sea. We can see the coastline curving towards the top and the bottom. I think it's time to deconstruct everything. We'll leave this going until the last minute. That's our iron mining picked up. Let's go get the copper. Unfortunately, we won't get the armor crafting 2 download completed, but there's always tomorrow. I want to stay for every second that I can. another 41 green circuits. That's excellent. Now finally the burners, the boilers, and the pump. Time to move on. For anyone who finds this recording, my name is Francis Fabian Factorio. I prefer Frank. This was day 2.